Success is not final. Failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts. It is a mistake to look too far ahead. Only one link of the chain of destiny can be handled at a time. Men occasionally stumble over the truth, but most of them pick themselves up and hurry off as if nothing had happened. A pessimist sees the difficulty in every opportunity. An optimist sees the opportunity in every difficulty. We make a living by what we get. We make a life by what we give. You have enemies. Good. That means you've stood up for something, sometime in your life. Continuous effort, not strength or intelligence, is the key to unlocking our potential. Courage is what it takes to stand up and speak. Courage is also what it takes to sit down and listen. Everyone is in favor of free speech. Hardly a day passes without its being extolled, but some people's idea of it is that they are free to say what they like, but if anyone else says anything back, that is an outrage. If you are going through hell, keep going. My tastes are simple. I am easily satisfied with the best. History will be kind to me, for I intend to write it. Attitude is a little thing that makes a big difference. Tact is the ability to tell someone to go to hell in such a way that they look forward to the trip. He has all the virtues I dislike and none of the vices I admire. Success is stumbling from failure to failure with no loss of enthusiasm. An appeaser is one who feeds a crocodile, hoping it will eat him last. I am fond of pigs. Dogs look up to us. Cats look down on us. Pigs treat us as equals. It is not enough that we do our best. Sometimes we must do what is required. The best argument against democracy is a 5-minute conversation with the average voter. We are masters of the unsaid words, but slaves of those we let slip out. A fanatic is one who can't change his mind and won't change the subject. A good speech should be like a woman's skirt, long enough to cover the subject and short enough to create interest. Don't interrupt me while I'm interrupting. We are all worms, but I do believe that I am a glowworm. Kites rise highest against the wind, not with it. We sleep safely at night because rough men stand ready to visit violence on those who would harm us. There is no such thing as a good tax. Criticism may not be agreeable, but it is necessary. It fulfills the same function as pain in the human body. It calls attention to the development of an unhealthy state of things. The greatest lesson in life is to know that even fools are right sometimes. When the eagles are silent, the parrots begin to jabber. If you have an important point to make, don't try to be subtle or clever. Use a pile driver. Hit the point once. Then come back and hit it again. Then hit it a third time. A tremendous whack. A joke is a very serious thing. Nothing in life is so exhilarating as to be shot at without result. To improve is to change. To be perfect is to change often. I pass with relief from the tossing sea of cause and theory to the firm ground of result and fact. The farther backward you can look, the farther forward you are likely to see. Democracy is the worst form of government except all those other forms that have been tried. Personally, I'm always ready to learn, although I do not always like being taught. War is a game that is played with a smile. If you can't smile, grin. If you can't grin, keep out of the way till you can. For myself, I am an optimist. It does not seem to be much use to be anything else. We contend that for a nation to try to tax itself into prosperity is like a man standing in a bucket and trying to lift himself up by the handle. Politics is the ability to foretell what is going to happen tomorrow, next week, next month, and next year, and to have the ability afterwards to explain why it didn't happen. A small lie needs a bodyguard of bigger lies to protect it. Battles are won by slaughter and maneuver. The greater the general, the more he contributes in maneuver, the less he demands in slaughter. Before you can inspire with emotion, you must be swamped with it yourself. Before you can move their tears, your own must flow. To convince them, you must yourself believe. Danger. If you meet it promptly and without flinching, you will reduce the danger by half. Never run away from anything. Never. The truth is incontrovertible. Malice may attack it. Ignorance may deride it. But in the end, there it is. A prisoner of war is a man who tries to kill you and fails, and then asks you not to kill him. If we open a quarrel between past and present, we shall find that we have lost the future. There is no doubt that it is around the family and the home that all the greatest virtues, the most dominating virtues of human, are created, strengthened, and maintained. When you have to kill a man, it costs nothing to be polite. Always remember that I have taken more out of alcohol than alcohol has taken out of me. You will make all kinds of mistakes, but as long as you are generous and true and also fierce, you cannot hurt the world or even seriously distress her. She was meant to be wooed and won by youth. Perhaps it is better to be irresponsible and right than to be responsible and wrong. If you're not a liberal at 20, you have no heart. If you're not a conservative at 40, you have no brain. I do not see any other way of realizing our hopes about world organization in 5 or 6 days. Even the Almighty took 7. Don't talk to me about naval tradition. It's nothing but rum, sodomy, and the lash. Thanks for watching this video.